Hello, good evening, beautiful people. I'm live right now. I think we have 5 more minutes to go. This is 6:56 by my time, but I'm live already so that I could kick off this video. So if you're live with me, just let me know in the comment section. Let me know your name and where you're joining me from. And also, please share this video with your friends, okay? Welcome to my live video. I'm looking for how to copy the link to share it. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so I'm still looking for how to share this. Okay, I can see I have people watching already. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to my live video. Today, I'll be talking about how okay. Oh, welcome, Jade. Welcome, Indubisi. Welcome, Goodness. Welcome. Okay, these are the three names I can see right now. Welcome, Jane. Okay, I can see we have more people joining. Please, as you're joining this live video, just click on the share button so that you can invite your friends. Let's share and invite our friends so that we can have a full house today and then kick off immediately. All right? Thank you, Jane. Thank you. So I'm trying to get a full house before I start. Today, this is just 6:58 and we're supposed to kick off by 7 p.m. So we are 2 minutes early. I love to start early so that we could always do our greetings and then get to the main matter. All right, so if you can copy the link, please share it on your WhatsApp status, your Facebook profile. Let your friends know that we are live already. Because I won't keep going back to say the things I've said already. Once I start, we're going to go straight to the main matter. And I might not have a replay left on my channel after today. Okay? I might not have a replay left on my channel after today. So let your friends know we are live. This 6:59. We're starting exactly by 7 p.m. Okay, so one more minute before we kick off. Thank you. Good news, Innocent. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me let them know by my other channels that we are live already. All right. Let me type that out. Okay. Welcome, Fulayefa. Please, if I pronounce your name wrongly today, just forgive me, okay? Just forgive me. I'm not really good with pronouncing names. So this is 7 p.m. and I'm going to kick off. We have some people already live with us. If you're live, please share this video. Let your friends join us. Today is a very, very interesting topic to discuss. We have a very, very interesting topic here to discuss today. You guys voted for a topic and I promised to speak on it. And asked me to share my life story, tell you how I got to where I am today. I've gotten so many questions about my story, my journey. And finally, today, I'll be sharing that in details. Like you can see on the description, today's live video is titled How I Built Influence and Became a Millionaire Pressing My Phone. The same phone you all have. So I'll be sharing my journey with you, how I came here today, how I got to be where I am today with you guys. And I have a birthday gift for everyone. For those of you who might not know, today is my birthday. So I have a special gift for every single person here today, okay? But I'll be sharing that at the end of this video. I'm still waiting for you to share this video with your friends. Let them know that we are live. We are live. Okay, just share this video with your friends. And those of you just joining, please let me know your name and where you're participating from. You can tell me my name is Daniel, participating from Enugu State. My name is Sandra, participating from the UK. My name is David, participating from Anambra. Just let me know what your name is and where you're participating from. And then we kick off today. All right, so I have a whole lot to share today, and I don't want to waste our time. This is 7:01. I want to be out of here latest by 9 p.m. Latest by 9 p.m. I plan to spend just 1 hour, 30 minutes here with us. So latest by 9 p.m. I should be out of here. So I'm going to compress my story. I'm going to try to compress it, but give you the main gist. Now I'm going to be starting in 3 minutes. So if your friends are not here yet, let them know that they are about to miss out on something amazing. Okay, Adeyemo said he's participating from Abuja. Welcome, Adeyemo, from Abuja. I'm in Port Harcourt currently. I'm currently in Port Harcourt. I was in Lagos just 3 days ago. Then I traveled all the way to Port Harcourt. Okay, Precious from Lagos. Welcome, Precious. Ebipade from Bayelsa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. By 7:05, we're going straight to today's business. And I will be doing a recap. And I doubt that this video will be left on my channel. Okay, so there might not be a replay. So tell your friends to join us. Share the link to this video. Share the link to this video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, click on that subscribe button. It does not bite. It does not bite. I want to know if you can hear me clearly though. I've not asked that question, and that is very, very important because I can't imagine speaking for so long and then I'm the only one that is able to hear what I'm saying. Nelson participating from Ekpoma. Welcome, welcome. Thank God from Lagos. It's like we have more of Lagos people here. Dominic from Abia. Welcome. Okay, Abigail Obodo says she can hear me clearly. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is 7:03. By 7:05, we're going straight to today's business. Like I told you, I do not guarantee a replay of this video. I can't guarantee that. So let your friends know they should join us. Click on the subscribe button if you haven't done that. Like this video and share it. Okay, like this video and share it. Okay, I see we're having more people joining us. Okay, Nelson said he can hear me clearly. Thank you, Nelson. Ngozi said, good evening, coach. My name is Elekwa Rita from Enugu. Welcome, Ngozi. Welcome, Ngozi. Okay, Adeyemo said he can hear me clearly. AB Paddy said he can hear me clearly. Welcome, welcome. Rebecca from Ogun State. Welcome. Nice to have you in the house today. Welcome. 7:04. So we have just 1 more minute. 1 more minute and we're going straight to tonight's business. All right. 1 more minute and we're going straight to tonight's business. I made my hair finally. Yeah, I made my hair finally. I twisted it to make it look like dreads. This is a new look. Don't worry, I'll post a video on Facebook for those of you following me over there. You'll see my new hairstyle. Okay, I say I have more comments. I have more comments. Rebecca from Ogun State. We have Jessica said, happy birthday, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. Charity Wusa from Lagos. Welcome. We have good news. Innocent from Port Harcourt. I'm in your city. Welcome. Good news. Ebenezer from Jos. We have Jessica from Enugu. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Jessica. Welcome, Rebecca. And now it is 7:05. Time to start today's program proper. Today's program is tagged How I Built Influence and Became a Millionaire Just Pressing My Phone. The same phone I'm using to make this video right now. So let me first of all do a short introduction. Very, very short. You know my bio can be lengthy, but today I'm going to make it very short because today is not really about me or my achievements. It's basically about how I got here and how you can replicate my process to get here. Okay? So first of all, who am I? Who is Chioma Nnanna? Chioma Nnanna is a multi-award winning writer of over 7 books, humble brag, and a fashion magazine, Decent and Beautiful magazine, that has been distributed to various states in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. We recently had someone buy from Dublin. Okay, and I'm also the founder of Decent and Beautiful, DAB, which is my fashion brand, and I'm the founder of Creatives in Business. Now, in Creatives in Business, we train people on writing, public speaking, spoken word, and we've trained over 10,000 people. Recently, I was a guest speaker during the digital skills training organized by Head Start Africa, a Facebook community that has over 170,000 members in partnership with Access Bank. I trained people on the business of book publishing. I have quite a lengthy bio. There's a whole lot to say. I'm an international public speaker. I've been a guest speaker on several TV talk shows. I was awarded as a Young Influencer of the Year by TIBA Awards. I was awarded as one of the top 25 authors in Nigeria by Bewa Africa. I'm a highly sought after spoken word artist performing in various high class events, and a whole lot more I could say. There's a whole lot more I could say, but like I told you tonight, it's not about me. It's about my journey to getting here and how you can also get here. So now the big question that a lot of people have asked me is, how did you get here? What's your story? What is your story? What's your story? And that is what I'll be sharing tonight. I divided my story into 3 chapters, okay? Into 3 chapters. And I'm going to be starting with the very familiar one. Now, this one dates back to when I was in primary school. If you follow me on Facebook, you must have heard the story over and over again. But that is where everything basically starts from. So I'll be starting from there. And then I'll be sharing the lessons you could draw from it before going over to the second chapter of my life story. Okay? Now, what is this first chapter? Right from childhood, I'd always loved public speaking. Okay? I'd always loved public speaking. I just love the idea of people listening to me speak, just like what I'm doing right now. I love that people are listening to me share my ideas, share my opinions. It always just made me happy. It always just made me happy. So during my primary school's end of the year party, I volunteered to read the news. And then I walked up to my teacher and told her, Ma, I would love to be among the newscasters during the end of the year party. And she said no. And I did not know why. Until a classmate of mine told me that my teacher said my voice sounded local. I was in primary school, and this was my favorite teacher. So you can imagine the impact these words had on me. You can imagine the impact these words had on me. I was shattered. I was broken. For years, I was very conscious about the way I spoke. I always kept asking myself, do you sound local? Are you pronouncing these words correctly? I was always second guessing myself. And those words she said to me, those negative words, could have made me run into my shell, could have made me say, okay, this public speaking thing I want to do is really not for me. I don't have the qualifications to go for it. I don't have what it takes to excel at it. But then I did the exact opposite of that. Let me tell you, this is what happened to me. How did I go from that girl that was told her voice sounds local to who I am today? Two things worked for me. Two things worked for me. Now I'm telling this story because there might be somebody here who has been told that you don't have what it takes to live your dreams. You don't have what it takes to pursue those goals you want. You're not qualified for it. You've been told one negative word or the other, and you're struggling with it. It's holding you back. Whenever you want to pursue that dream, whenever you want to do that thing you love to do, you remember those bad words, and then it makes you just hold back. It makes you not to give your best shot. It makes you second guess yourself. It makes you live in low self-esteem. It makes you think every other person is better than you. You're not showing the world your light. You're not shining forth because of what somebody said to you. I'm trying to tell you that I've been in that shoe before. And I was a kid. I was very impressionable at that stage. And that could have been the end for me, but that was not. So what did I do? What made a difference? Two things, like I'm telling you. First of all, what I did was that instead of running away, I did the exact opposite. I was looking for every opportunity to speak to people. That sounds crazy right now thinking about it. You've been told your voice sounds local. So why are you not scared of going to speak? Why are you going to speak to people instead of you to hide in your shell? I realized that I cannot become better. I cannot overcome this flaw I've been told about by hiding backstage. I can only become better by going on stage, trying it out, seeing my flaws, becoming better. I become better on stage, not behind the stage. Hiding will not solve my problem. Saying I will never speak again will not change my voice from sounding the way it does. So even in church, I'll be the kid raising up a hand. Okay, let me do this event today. Let me speak today. Let me be the one to lead praise and worship today. At school, in secondary school, I was always that oversabi kid. People thought Chioma just likes showing herself. No, when you want to do something, people would misinterpret your actions. People would judge you, even without knowing your story. I got a lot of labels, a lot of names, but I knew what I wanted. So even though I was called Oversabi, I was always going for that stage because I wanted to become better. And I knew that there's no way I can overcome that negative label by hiding. I was scared. Yes, of course. I was scared that I would go on stage and then somebody would say those same hurtful words to me. But I would rather do it afraid than always ask myself, what if you tried? Would you have done it better? There is nothing worse than the regrets of knowing that you might have done it, you might have excelled if you had just tried. There is nothing worse than that feeling of always asking yourself, what if I tried? What if? See, that's a very, very heartbreaking question to always keep asking yourself, what if I tried? What if I tried? That's the question I don't want to ever ask myself. So I always try, even when I'm scared. People see me today and they think Choma has all the confidence in the world. That's why she shows up like that. No. Sometimes I'm very scared and yet I do it anyway because I know that my fear is not going to go away unless I show up. You get more confident by showing up. This is not my first time going live on my YouTube channel. My first time going live on my YouTube channel, the video is still there. You could go and check it out. If you see the way I was not so comfortable like I am today. Right now, I'm just speaking to you. It's not a big deal to me anymore. But my first time was not like this. My first time in primary school, after that word that I was told, I was not so confident. But I got better because when you procrastinate doing something you could do today, you're just procrastinating facing that same fear. Because the next time you say you're going to do this thing tomorrow, by tomorrow you'll still be scared. So why not just do it today and deal with that fear so that by tomorrow you're dealing with perfection. Think about it. Procrastination is just procrastinating your fear. You're just pushing the fear you have to deal with today to tomorrow. And secondly, what helps me again is apart from doing it afraid, apart from just going out there and pushing myself into the limelight, knowing that there is only one way I can overcome this, which is facing my fears, doing it scared, learning on stage, learning from my mistakes. Yes, I will fail, I will mess up, my voice is going to sound somehow, but I'm going to become better with time. The second thing that helped me was I asked myself a very, very hard question. I was in primary school, so it's funny that I had this kind of mindset, but it's something that helped me a whole lot. I realized that when people tell us hurtful words, it's very easy to become defensive, very easy to say, who is she to tell me that? Who is she to tell me this? Who is she to tell me this and that? But I asked myself a very, very simple question. What she just said to me, is there any iota of truth in it? That's $1 million question. I was hurt. I was broken. My favorite teacher, primary school, so many things going through my head. But I asked myself that question. Is there any iota of truth in what she's saying to me? And I realized that truly there is. And when you realize that what they're saying to you is the truth, as hurtful as it might be, take the lesson and live the way it was delivered. The goal is to become better than you were yesterday. Take the lesson, take the message, work on yourself, and live the way it was said. It was said in a bad way. That tells a whole lot about them. For you want to become better, right? So take the message. So I realized, yes, I was mispronouncing some words. And by the time you put together a couple of mispronounced words, your voice could actually sound local. That was the truth. So I was truthful to myself. So for years, I was focusing on learning how to pronounce words correctly. It's just quite recently I learned how to speak pidgin, because throughout my childhood, I was so focused on getting the right pronunciation of words that I didn't even have time to use street slangs, use all these local communication these words people use to chat with your friends. I wasn't really interested in it. I wasn't interested in pidgin English. I wanted to learn how to pronounce words correctly. I was so focused on that. So I don't care what you've been told about yourself. Okay, I'm talking about how I build influence now. And this is what helped me, because I started early. I'm telling you what helped me. I was still a child. These are the things that helped me to build my public speaking career. Okay, I got bad feedback, but yet I did it afraid. I worked on myself. I used the no the same way they throw stones at you. Do not use those stones to bury yourself. Rather, use them as building blocks. That's what I did. So if you want to build influence, understand that sometimes people will not understand your dreams. Okay, people would not understand your dreams. They would see what you want to do and they will be like, what's she thinking about? You're seeing who you could be, but you're only seeing who you are right now. So it doesn't quite make sense to them. It doesn't quite make sense to them. They're not really seeing how you could do what you say you want to do. So they will try to talk you out of it. But what you should understand is that nobody should talk you out of your dreams. It doesn't make sense to them now, but if you keep at it, when the results come, it will make sense to them. It will make sense to them. So today, with that same voice that was told local, I speak on international TV talk shows. I perform spoken word at high-class events. I'm speaking to you right now with that same voice that was termed local. How cool is that? But I don't care what you've been told before. Just understand that on your journey to influence, at the beginning, you will get to face a whole lot of negative feedback. They might not say to hurt you. That might just be what they honestly think, and they don't have the emotional intelligence to say it in a good way, in a way that will make it easier for you to swallow. But still, look away from the delivery method and focus on the message. You are not concerned about them, you're concerned about becoming better. Okay? You're concerned about becoming better. That is the goal, to become better. So even if you're stupid, think about it. Do I really act stupid? Okay? People will always be people. You cannot change people, but you can determine how you accept those messages. You can determine how you interpret those messages. You can decide how you want to treat those stones they throw at you, as building blocks or as stones to build your burial ground. Okay? So it depends on you. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do? Okay, this is the chapter 1 of my story. That is my primary school story. That was my foundation block. Okay, that was my building phase. That's my building phase. That's just chapter 1 of my story, the familiar one. The familiar one. I know I started with this because a lot of you are trying to start out now. You're trying to start out. So I'm telling you that you will get negative feedback. That's just one out of the numerous negative feedbacks I've gotten. You might see me post a lot about my wins, people supporting me, but it doesn't mean I still don't get people that are trying to pull me down, people that try to talk down on me. I still get them till now. But because I choose to focus on what I want to focus on. See, we have what selective attention. Selective, you have to choose what you focus on, choose what you pay attention to. The negative feedback, sometimes there might be truth in it. Ask yourself, is there any iota of truth in it? If there is, take the truth, work on yourself, become better, leave them with their bad attitude. Somebody else will teach them a lesson, or life itself will teach them a lesson on how to be cool, how to process their words before saying to people. But that's not your job. Your job is to focus on yourself and focus on becoming better. All right. I can see a lot of people are joining me here. If you're just joining this video, please remember to share it with your friends, because like I said at the beginning, I do not guarantee that there would be a replay. I cannot guarantee that there will be a replay on this channel. Let your friends join this video. I just shared chapter 1 of my story. I said my story is divided into 3 chapters. I'll be telling you how I built influence and became a millionaire just pressing my phone. All right. So just click on the share button so that your friends can join this video. Click on the share button, let your friends join this video, because I cannot guarantee we're going to have a replay on the channel. All right. I love the comments you're dropping. I love the comments you're dropping. I love the comments. If you're getting value, please drop some fire emojis or drop the points you've been noting down. Let's know we're communicating. I can see the viewers are increasing. We're getting more people. Please share the video, let your friends know that we're live already. This video is going to end very soon. I told you I'm going to compress my story. It's going to be quite short. It's going to be quite short. All right. So now chapter 2 of my story. This part happened in the university. Okay. Chapter 1 happened when I was in primary school. Now chapter 2 happened when I was in the university. Now, this one is concerned about how I got my first TV talk show. How did I get? I'm trying to highlight the comments I'm getting. Okay. How did I get my first TV talk show? I've shared the story before on Facebook, but there will be some new perspectives now. How I got my first TV talk show. One day, I was randomly making my post on Facebook, just showing up, doing my thing, writing, doing my videos. And then a classmate of mine, Sharon Nmchuku, she sent me a message that she wants to host a talk show on Facebook and she would love me to be one of her guest speakers. I said, okay, thank you. I would honor it. That was my first talk show on Facebook, not a TV talk show, a regular Facebook talk show. I said, okay, I will join you. I'll be one of your speakers. I accepted the invite. And then the day of the program came. And Nigeria happened to me. Nigeria happened to me. My internet connection was terrible. I could not join it on time, so I had to find alternatives. I used my sister's phone to go live, to join her, to comment, answer questions, because it's kind of like an interview for our guest. I was one of the guests. The talk show is actually on relationships. Funny enough, I don't know why I do get a lot of invites to speak on relationships. That's not my niche. I train people on writing, public speaking, and spoken word, but I get a whole lot of relationship invites. As a matter of fact, a Facebook group with over 200,000 members invited me to come and speak to singles. I took the invites, yes, but I was surprised. And I get a whole lot. Somebody even wanted to fly down to Nigeria to interview me on relationships. Is there something I don't understand? Is there something I'm not seeing? Because I don't get it. But it's all good. It's all good. So I showed up for that talk show, just a random Facebook talk show. Despite all the hiccups, if I go into all the things that went wrong that day, and yet I showed up, like somebody could have said, okay, it's your classmates. Why are you putting so much effort? Things are not working out. It's not your fault. Just relax and explain to her that you could not show up that day. But no, I went through fire to show up that day. I wanted to give you my best show because, yes, I said yes to your invite. So I owe it to you to show up. I've given you my word. It is now my duty to show up. So I found a way to show up. And that was a very, very good thing. Because now I'm going to explain to you how I got my first TV talk show. Sharon, after that Facebook talk show, tagged Before You Say I Do, she got an opportunity to host that same talk show on TV. And guess who she invited to be one of our guest speakers? Me, of course. She actually hosted 3 TV talk shows, and I was a guest speaker on all 3 of them. So my question is, imagine if, because she's my friend, I allow that familiarity spirit to take over. What if I treated our program with levity? What if I just showed up anyhow? What if I did not even show up at all? Would she have invited me to be a guest speaker when she got the opportunity to host on a TV? Would she? Sometimes you have to kill that familiarity spirit. You will get opportunities from your friends. When they give you that extended hand, treat it like someone who you hold in high esteem was inviting you. Take every opportunity with the same level of seriousness, because you do not know who is watching. You do not know what opportunity you will get from that present one. So him that is faithful in little, more will be given, because he will be faithful in plenty. Okay, so are you faithful in the little you are getting right now? Are you faithful in the little you are getting right now? Those small invites you're getting, those WhatsApp invites, those Facebook invites, are you faithful in them? Do you show up strong when you think that nobody of real influence is there, nobody who is popular is going to watch you? Do you show up strong, or you just treat it anyhow because, of course, nobody is really watching you? The person that's going to give you a next big break in your mind is not watching you. You don't know who is watching. So every opportunity you get, treat it like you're in front of presidents, because truly, a president could be watching you. Not a president right now, a future president could be watching you. So I'm very, very grateful that I did not treat that opportunity with levity. You do not know who is watching you. You do not know the person you are relating with, the person you're having a business relationship with today. You don't know where the person is going to be in future. So you want to show up strong. You want to treat every opportunity like you are in an interview, you are in an audition. Okay? Very, very important. You might have excuses, but show up against all odds. Show up against all odds. Nobody promised you that it's going to be easy. So show up against all odds. You might have excuses. Find a way. Always have a backup plan for whatever you're doing. Have a backup plan. All right. Okay, I'm seeing some beautiful comments here. All right, it's great to know you're following. It's great to know you're following. Great to know you're following. That was my first TV talk show. But let me tell you something, how I maximized that talk show. After that talk show, I made a whole lot of noise about it on Facebook. I talked about it almost every day. I have been a guest on a TV talk show. I would post pictures, I would talk about the experience. And then guess what? Within a very, very short period of time, I got another opportunity to be interviewed, to be a guest speaker on a talk show. Now, not just a talk show that will be broadcast in Nigeria, but a talk show that will be broadcast in Canada, India, and several other countries. It was now an international talk show. So my first TV talk show created a way for my international talk show, one that I've now featured on at least twice. Because what? When I got the first opportunity, I bragged about it. I talked about it. See, celebrate your little wins. Some of you have achieved some things, but you are looking down on them, and that is why more is not coming to you. Have you thought about this Bible passage before? To him who has, even more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. Think about it. To him who has, more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. Think about it. The little wins you have, the little in quotes, do you celebrate them? Do you celebrate them? People say I brag. I brag. If it's easy, go and do it now. If it's easy, do it. I brag because I'm celebrating my little wins to attract bigger ones. I'm celebrating my little wins to attract what? The bigger ones. If I not talk about my first TV talk show that was just broadcast in Nigeria, not even all the states in Nigeria, just Anambra State, just Anambra State. Would I have gotten the one that was broadcast in other countries? And then this international TV talk show got me international clients. I have a client currently from Austria. We work online. She has never met me in person, but she has paid me good money. She's my highest paying client so far. She pays me good money because she watched me during that international TV talk show. So what opportunity are you celebrating? People think it's like opportunities only come to a certain kind of people, but you don't realize what we do. You understand the power of talking about past achievement. It's called showing a track record. It's called social proof. How can I give you bigger opportunities if I can't see any proof that you've been faithful in little? Do you understand? It's now to know you're following me. Do you understand? I can't give you bigger opportunities if there is no proof that you've been faithful in little. I can't give you a country to manage if you've never managed a state. There must be something to show that you are capable. You've done this before. All right. So whatever opportunity you get, start by flaunting it, talking about it, talking about it. That is how you get bigger opportunities. That is how you get bigger opportunities. Even my trainings, you guys see the way I post about it on Facebook. When we have 50 participants registered, I talk about it a whole lot. And before you know, you've gotten to 80. Before you know, you've gotten to 100. That is how the numbers keep increasing. Because what? I'm celebrating our little wins. That is how we grow. That is how you grow. So think about it today. I want to do an exercise right now. Think about it. And I want you to type it out in the comment section. What have you achieved this year? Please don't tell me you've not achieved anything. There is something you've gotten. But the problem is that you're looking down on that thing. You need to know how this thing is going to blow people's mind when they hear about it. Think about one thing you've achieved this year. Just one thing. And write in the comment section. Just one thing you've achieved this year and write in the comment section. After today's event, I want you to go and celebrate that win. To go and blow your trumpet. Come on, it is your trumpet. If you don't blow it, who's going to blow it for you? Go and blow that trumpet loud. Disturb your neighbors. See, if it's disturbing them, they should go and close their ear because that trumpet, you are going to blow it. So go and think about it right now. Just sit down and think about it. What is the one thing you've achieved this year that you want to celebrate, that you want to talk about? It could be more, but think about what's one thing. Okay, I'll be highlighting some of your wins. Okay, if I see your comments, I'll be highlighting it. What have you achieved this year that you want to celebrate? You don't know what door is going to open for you. You do not know. I'm talking about it because I've used it a whole lot. It works for me. Whenever I celebrate something, I just see opportunities coming in. When I talked about my school outreach in Lagos, I went to secondary schools to go and speak to their SS3 students because I just love speaking to young people, sharing my life story with them, ensuring that they don't make the same mistake I made. And I realized that the next time I wanted to do it again, I had even more volunteers. And now somebody has volunteered to hire a professional photographer to join us during our next school outreach. Imagine I didn't talk about it. How would I get this favor? How would I get this partnership? How would I get this person willing to work with me? Because I celebrated what I was doing. So what are you doing? Sweet Nurses started nursing tutorial classes for aspiring nurses and council students. That is a beautiful achievement. It is beautiful. See, go on Facebook or any social media platform you are and make noise about it. You don't know who's going to want to work with you. You don't know who's going to see your post and be like, oh, I love this initiative. I want to partner with her. A closed mouth, they say, is a closed destiny. Talk about your wins. People would not understand you. They might call you a brag queen. They might say your own is too much. Let them be. Those are commoners. You are a king. You understand that when a king conquers a territory, it means that he has more opportunities to conquer more territories. He gets the attention of more kings. Okay, the more the influence of a king, the more likely he's going to partner with other kings. Do you understand? So talk about your wins. Let me highlight more things, more people's comments. Okay, you don't even know he's going to see your comments here and he's going to work with you. Abigail Obodo said, my foundation visited the orphanage home. I saw that on your birthday. That was beautiful. That was a very, very amazing initiative. That was very, very nice. So please talk about it. Talk about it. You don't know who wants to do something like this again and would need your advice or would need to partner with you. See, opportunities are everywhere. Everywhere. I get lots of opportunities daily because I talk about the things I've achieved so far. Judith said, I made over 50 customized t-shirts in Ebonyi State from Lagos. Beautiful, beautiful. Talk about these. These are things you might consider small wins. They will bring for you in future. Angel Leonard said, I attended the Advanced Skill Up Initiative and came out as one of the toppers. This was one of my goals for this year. Well done, Angel. This was one of my students. Angel just graduated from the Advanced Skill Up Initiative, where I train writers, public speakers, and spoken word artists. You need to go and watch her videos on Facebook. She's a beautiful, brilliant, eloquent public speaker. Angel is that speaker you need at your event. She's very, very good. Very, very good. I really, really endorse her. She knows her owner. She knows what she's doing. Very beautiful. Adeyemo said, I had a talk show with a friend today on Facebook Live. He invited me on his creative discourse. That is something you should brag about. Come on. That is something you should brag about. See, after this live session, you should watch the way I'm going to brag about this event on Facebook or on my other social media platforms. And trust me, this event is going to bring me even more opportunities. That is how things work. To him who has, even more will be given to him. And to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken from him. Keep that at the back of your mind every time. Esther said, I learned business registration and also became a certified CEO for my fashion line. Congrats, Esther. Congrats, Esther. Goodness said, be faithful in little. Deborah said, I acquired skills in creative writing and copywriting. Beautiful. Janet said, got certified at the Advanced Skill Up Initiative as a public speaker, spoken word artist, and creative writer. One of my students, again, very beautiful writer. Lewis Kelechi said, started creative writing. Beautiful. Naza Julia said, don't allow C finish to get you back to your village. Yeah. A B Pade said, I scored pretty well in JAMB exam this year. Congratulations. I heard that the JAMB result just came out today. Congrats. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for you. So that's all about celebrating your wins. Is you like celebrate whatever you know. Celebrate whatever you do. You do not know what's going to give you a next big break. Honestly, when I talked about that TV talk show on Facebook, I did not know that it would get me my first international TV talk show. I did not know. I was just doing what I always do, putting my best foot forward, blowing my own trumpet because nobody else is going to blow it for me. Every other person is busy with their trumpet, trying to clean it, trying to make it sound louder, trying to get attention. It's a busy world out there. So I'm focused on my business. People are focused on their business. So I was just trying to put my best foot forward and see what happened. I got bigger opportunities. All right. So I'm trying to see some comments, trying to go through your comments to ensure that it's as interactive as possible. So all these things you're telling me today, do not just end it here. Do not just stop at commenting here. Go and talk about it on your own profiles, on your social media handles. Tell people what you've achieved. Let them know what you've achieved so far. If you do not know who is watching you, you don't know where your next big break would come from. The first client that paid me in 6 figures, I did not know it was coming. I was just doing my own thing. This year, I made over ₦1 million. How did I do that? By talking about things I've achieved already. And that was how I got more people to trust me. If you want to build influence, if you want to make money online, you must learn the art of what? Blowing your own trumpet, celebrating your little wins. That is how you get more opportunities. To him who has, more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken from him. That should ring at the back of your mind every single time. Every single time. Every single time. All right, so another beautiful celebration. Very, very good. Now, let me go to the third phase of my story. The third phase of my story. Like I told you, there's a whole lot in my story. There's a whole lot I need to get to where I am today. But I'm going to be summarizing it so that we could just talk really fast, get the main gist, and then we're out of here. I do not plan to spend a whole lot of time here. This is 7:42 already. Okay, so we're on time. Okay, we're on time. I don't want to keep us here. Today is my birthday, so I have a birthday celebration to meet up with. I just decided to come live today to fulfill my promise to you, because you all asked for me to share my story, my journey, how I got to where I am today. That's what I'm doing currently tonight. Now, the third thing that helped me to build influence and get to where I am today is that I understood that it's very easy to be busy doing nothing. You get that? It is very easy to be busy doing nothing. Very, very easy. Social media is a place where you could get carried away with receiving congratulations, and then by the next 2 years you realize that you've not really done anything, but you've been getting congratulations. I know you might be getting confused here now. What do I mean by this? Those big names you admire, have you thought about what makes them special? What do you hear about them that makes you go, wow? What do you hear in their bio that amazes you? Okay, if you're just joining our video, you're quite late, but you will not leave here without getting value though. But you've missed two parts of my story already. We're in the third part. So please go and invite your friends to join. Invite your friends to join. I might do a quick recap of what I've done so far. So invite your friends to join. Just click on the share button. Let them know we are live already. All right. Let your friends know we are live already. Let your friends know we are live already. Let your friends know. So let me continue my story. Let me continue the story. Now, what do I mean by busy doing nothing? I'm trying to find a very, very good way to explain this. When you hear, pick whoever you admire so much and think about what amazes you about this person. What do you read in the person's bio that makes your head blue? And then think about your bio. What is it about your bio that changes every month? If I check your bio this month and last month, is there any significant change? Is there any significant progress? Is there any significant change, any significant progress? What I do before I change my profile picture, I try to check, Chioma, have you achieved anything new? Is there something new to add to your bio? Not just this. I'm trying to find the right words. Something substantial, something you can actually use for bigger platforms. So for a long time, I was just doing ebooks. So we ask you, are you an author? I would say yes. I've written over 8 ebooks. But writing those number of ebooks, I was still just like any other Facebook author. I could not distinguish myself. There was nothing to make me stand out. How do I come up higher? How do I stand out from other authors? How do I make myself special? How do I? Because I can't just be like every other person. Come on. I'm Chioma Nnanna. I have to be special. How do I stand out? How do I make myself not just another Facebook writer? Ebooks are good, okay? You can always start small and then grow. Started with ebooks, but then a time came that I knew that I had to be more. I knew that I had to be more. So what did I do? I had to have something physical because one question I kept getting asked is, "Do you have a physical book?" And then I published that magazine. That is the only hard copy published asset I have, and that kind of set me apart because now I have a published magazine that I could take to events. So when I went for this Jimmy Series event in on the 1st of May and 2nd of May, I could not carry my ebooks with me. I could not be showing people ebooks. I showed them that magazine, something that gave me an upper hand. Okay. And I had people, my magazine, I didn't come back with one copy. I sold everything there. So imagine if I didn't have that thing that I could show. For years, you might just be going around getting congratulations, but you're not getting this thing that would make you rub shoulders with the big boys. You must be willing to upgrade your profile, upgrade your bio. There was something that would make you stand out. Now, when I introduce myself, I'm not just a writer of over 7 books. I'm a multi-award winning writer. So there are things that make me stand out. There are things that make me special from other Facebook authors, from other speakers. I'm not just a speaker. I'm an international speaker. There are things that make me stand out, and I have proof. Okay, being on international talk shows more than twice. That's no small feat. So you must think about whenever you want to write your goals, don't just write things that sounds like you're going around in circles, like you're doing what every other person is doing. What would make you stand out? What is going to make you stand out? What is going to make you the king in that industry? What is going to make you the king in that industry? You might be saying, Ma, but these opportunities are not coming to me yet. Nobody's offering me these big opportunities that would blow up my bio. Let me tell you something. How did I get to publish that magazine? I was broke. I was crazily broke. So I did ebooks. Then the money I got from it was what I used to publish at that magazine. And then I recouped all my money on the day of the launch of the magazine. I made my money through pre-orders, made my money through the launch. So you start from somewhere, you save up sometimes. You make investments in your future, you make investments in your brand. You make investments in your brand. That's why some of you see the things we have achieved today, but you don't know our story. You don't know what we've done to get here. I have used money that I could have used for other things to invest in my brand. So I have things to celebrate today. Have you made any sacrifice to get to where you want to get to? And then let me tell you something that I have not shared before. I've not told anybody. I think maybe only during my paid trainings I've talked about this. One thing that would also help you is at the beginning, because you might not be getting these opportunities, but you want to grow. You want to build a portfolio that would get you bigger opportunities. Because remember, like I told you, to him who has, more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has taken away from him. Now, how do you get even the first opportunities? As a spoken word artist, let me use my journey. My first spoken word performance, and that offline, not online. My first spoken word performance offline was at ASOMAX induction. ASOMAX stands for Association of Mass Communication Students. We had the induction ceremony. I was the PRO then. I was an undergraduate. I was studying mass communication. So we had the induction ceremony, and I thought about it. Okay, since we're going to be having comedians, we're going to be having dancers, we're going to be having fun activities. Let me perform spoken word at this event. So I told the DOS, that is Director of Socials in charge of organizing induction, that I wanted to perform spoken word at the induction. And he gave me a go ahead. And that was how I performed at the induction, posted the video on Facebook, and boom, that solidified my entrance into the spoken word world. I volunteered for it. From there, I started getting opportunities. Let me even tell you, one of the ones I talk about a lot, my spoken word performance at the Ladies of Honor Award in Lagos. I volunteered for it. I saw the event online, and then I sent a message to the organizer that I would love to perform spoken word at the show, at the award ceremony. And at first, they might not give you very good response, but you know what you want, right? So I kept pushing, I kept talking, going back and forth, sent her my lines. She asked me to do some things. I think she wanted the event to be infused in my lines. I went back, added it. Then I came for the event. I almost nearly did not perform that day. When I was performing, the event was about to end. There were few people in the hall, and it almost killed my morale because I was like, everybody's almost gone. But I still performed it there, and people saw it. I got a gift for performing that at that event, and I posted the video on Facebook. Like that event video got me other amazing opportunities. Now I don't have to volunteer for events anymore. I get special invites to perform spoken word. I was invited to perform spoken word at the book launch of A Trip to the Finish Line at Pactonian Hotel in Anambra State. I went there. I was invited to perform spoken word at this. I'm trying to remember this event. See, I performed at so many events that I can't even keep up. Even at School of Confidence anniversary, I was invited. I got paid. I get paid to perform spoken word now at events. So I don't know. Start from volunteering. Start small. At first, people might not know you. You have to prove your competence to them. Volunteer at the beginning. Okay, volunteer at the beginning. Build that name for yourself because you understand that to him who has, more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. Somebody needs to tell me where that scripture is in the Bible, please. If you can search out where that scripture is and then just post it in the comment section so people can go home and think about it. It is a very, very powerful scripture. One of the things that's gotten me to where I am today. Think about the opportunities you want to have. Start small. Sometimes you might need to volunteer. I started out volunteering. And the thing is that nobody will know you volunteered unless you talk about it. Like this event I just talked about now. Many of you did not know I volunteered for them until I just revealed it now. And because of those events I volunteered at, I got even bigger opportunities to perform spoken word. So you don't know, start from somewhere, start small. Start small but dream big. Start small but dream big. Keep the big picture in your mind. But start small. Start small. As a speaker, yes, at the beginning, accept that WhatsApp invite. You are going somewhere. Right now, there is nothing you can do to convince me to accept a WhatsApp speaking invite. I don't accept those anymore. If you want to invite me to speak virtually, then it has to be on YouTube Live or on Zoom, Google Meet, on a Facebook group with substantial members. I've outgrown WhatsApp groups. But you start from somewhere. At a point, I used to thank organizers for inviting me to speak in WhatsApp groups. We start from somewhere and then we grow. My brand has outgrown that now. So know where you want to start from. Start small, dream big. Start small, dream big. That is how you build influence. Starting small, spreading your name far and wide. Let people know your name. Let people know who you are so your name can stick in their mind. All right? Start small, dream big. You do not know who's watching. Whenever you're doing something, show up strong. Show up strong. Show up strong. Recently, I got a very, very big opportunity. When I introduced myself today, I talked about how I was a guest speaker during the digital skills training organized by John Obidi, the founder of Head South Africa, in partnership with Access Bank. One day I'll tell the story of how that came about. I'll tell the story of the whole event, but that's not for tonight. I'll talk about that later. But it will be very, very okay. I'm trying to go through comments. Okay, I'm trying to go through comments. Okay, somebody has helped us with a Bible passage. Matthew 25:29. To him who has, more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. Very powerful scripture. So I'll be talking about my John Obidi invite later on. That invite, I'm not even done bragging with it. People are not ready for me. The reason I've not pinned a special post about it on my timeline is that Facebook has been messing up with me recently. I don't know why. Like, they are beefing me. I can't find the pin icon on my post anymore. So once I find out, once it comes back, once the picture comes back to my Facebook, I've updated it here. I don't know why it's not coming back. Whenever it appears, I'll make a special post with all the bragging in the whole world and then pin it to my timeline. So whenever you're coming to my profile, that's the first thing you're seeing. And you don't know who's going to see that and say, oh, wow, Chioma has spoken on a platform with John Obidi and Edinri Edewo. This girl has to have something special. And that's how I'll get a bigger opportunity. And you'll be wondering how. Did she use Jar to cut soup for her? Only her every time. You don't understand that it's about what? Celebrating your little wins. To him who has, more will be given. To him who has not, even that which he has will be taken from him. Celebrate your little wins. To build influence, you must celebrate what you've achieved already. Okay? Nobody's going to trust you if you don't have a track record to back up all the noise you're making. Listen to that again. Nobody's going to trust you if you don't have track records to back up all the noise you're making. Be ready for the opportunities you're praying for. Now, this one is very, very important. It is very, very important. It's very, very hot over here. Very hot over here. Prepare for the opportunities you're praying for. Prepare for the opportunities you're praying for. Okay, Ebi Pade did us a very good one. He even put out the scripture for us. Matthew 25:29. For unto everyone that has shall be given, and him shall have abundance. But from him, oh, the comments are making this disappear. Okay, let me say it again. Matthew 25:29. For unto everyone that has shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that has not shall be taken away even that which he has. Very, very important. I'm going to leave that there for a while so you can think about it. Think about it. It's a real life principle that works. A real life principle that works. Okay? To him who has more will be given, and to him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. So you think about it. Today is my birthday, and I got a lot. I got birthday gifts, I got cash, I got a lot of gifts. Things I was not even expecting. But then people also have birthdays and they get nothing. Why? To him who has, more will be given. To him who has not, even that which he has will be taken away from him. I have people that will just send me airtime gifts on a random day, not even my birthday. They just want to help me. Like I told you, somebody volunteered to hire a professional photographer for my next school outreach. To him who has, more will be given, because I have shown that I have the capacity to do what I want to do continuously, consistently. So someone wants to partner with me. Somebody wants to extend the hand of fellowship to me. So what are you doing right now? Why should they trust you with bigger opportunities? Now, let me go back to what I was talking about. I said that you must prepare for the opportunities you're praying for. See, all these things you're doing, how I build influence, how I'm making money, is because I am damn good at what I do. See, you can wake me up in the morning, afternoon, night, any time of the day and ask me anything about writing, public speaking, spoken word. excuse me, and I will blow your mind. See, I'm not just good at these things. I am the best at these things. See, I know my onions, so say I don't they cry anymore. I am so good at what I do, and I say with boldness. Now, before I even talk about this, let me ask you a question. The way I'm speaking about my prowess in these three skills, can you speak about your prowess in what you do like this? Do you have confidence that you are good? Where I'm confident that I am good at what I do. Are you bold about your competence? Can you brag about your competence the way I brag about my competence? I am not just good. Hey, I sabi the thing. let's speak pidgin English now because I know most of my audience here they're in Nigeria. So let's flow, let's vibe small. I'm not just good. I sabi the thing, and that is why I get more opportunities. Like you can see many of my students today talking about the advanced skill up initiative. Many of my current students were they registered because they saw their friends' results. That is how I keep getting opportunities. That is how I keep getting opportunities. Are you good at what you do? Are you ready for the bigger stage? You're a writer, you're looking for who is going to hire you, you're a public speaker, you're looking for who's going to invite you on a bigger platform. Well, can you really speak eloquently? Do you understand what it takes to be a brilliant public speaker? You're a spoken word artist. Your spoken word, can you actually keep people's attention till the end? Or do only your family members watch it? Your videos, I mean. Do only your family members watch your videos? Only your friends, and they tell you, oh, you're doing well. Are you really good at what you do? The one thing you cannot take away from the equation of success is being good at what you do. That is one ingredient you cannot take away. It's like salt. It's like salt. You can't take it away. You can add maggi in food, oh, add pepper, oh, but if you do not add competence, if you don't add competence, see, you won't go far. You won't go far. It's not cause. You can't just go far. There are certain doors that cannot open unless you are good at what you do. There are certain doors you cannot open by I know somebody. So people don't want to know who you know. They want to know, do you know your onions? That's all they care about. That is all they care about. My client from Austria has been working with me for over a year now. And would she still be working with me if I was not good at what I do? Would she still be working with me if I was not good at what I do? She has paid me a whole lot of money. I'm talking about how I made millions now. I have clients. Sometimes my money might not come from all this advanced skill of initiation I'm doing. So if you think that my money comes only from my trainings, that if I don't organize trainings, I'll go broke. I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at you. Come on. The bulk of this I get money from, so I don't even post about them. I don't really post about some of them. You need to know how much I charge one-on-one clients. If I decide I will not have advanced club initiative again, forget it. I will still make money. I organized advanced club initiative for you, not for me. Last year, I announced that that was going to be my last advanced club initiative, and then people beg, they beg, they beg, they beg. I said, okay, Chioma, let it just be your give back to society project. That's why the training is very, very cheap. Just 7K early bird fee. 7K for the first 100. And we have over 80 people that registered so far. 7K for the first 100. Early bird 10K. Regular fee 30K. That is me doing giveaway. If I don't want to organize it, nothing you will do. Nothing will happen. But I do it just to help people. Help people. Because I'm good. I have clients that I don't talk about. It is competence. Someone will you do a good job for somebody, and they refer you to somebody else, and then you keep getting those kind of clients. Because sometimes this 1% client, people that pay you the good money, they might not be very active online. Sometimes you get them more through referrals. So are you really good at what you do? Like I told you, I got my first ghostwriting job. Okay, I didn't talk about it here. I talked about it on Facebook. My first ghostwriting job was based on recommendation. My first job as a social media manager, I got it through recommendation. That is how I get a lot of jobs, recommendations. People see what I do and they recommend me. So I'm telling you, you want to make money online, be good at what you do. Be good. See, be good. If you are good, money will pursue you. I turned down a lot of jobs. This year, I can't count the number of jobs I have turned down. Now I select the jobs I take. And I charge fees that I'm comfortable with. I charge fees I'm comfortable with. So are you good at what you do? Have you been trained at all? I told a lot of people recently, I told people on Facebook that there's some skills you're born with. Like I was born with the writing skills. I was born very good at writing, public speaking, spoken word. Yet I went for training to be better at them because I understand that what took you this far might not take you that far. Being born with these skills might have gotten me this far. But if I really want to go that far, because I did not come this far just to end here, there is a bigger picture. If I really want to go that far, there are certain skills I must have. There are certain things I must know also. Just this year, that Jimmy Terrace event, how much did we pay to register? I paid 110,000 naira to register for a 2 days event. 110,000 naira to register for a 2 days event. Why? I'm looking for something extra. I want to become so good that I cannot be ignored. I want to become so good that I cannot be ignored. I'm paying the price. You're seeing the success. There is something that has happened behind the scenes. So are you really getting good at what you do? Or year in, year out, you have the same knowledge? Today I was reading a book. I was not online today. I was busy reading a book. How many books have you read this year? How many trainings have you paid for this year? I've paid for trainings this year that I'm not sure I pay for anyone again, unless maybe it's something I really need, because now the ones I've paid for, I want to focus on consuming them, because I have a lot of trainings I paid for, but I was busy with my own with training other people. So now I want to take out time and then consume them. I just wrapped up Advanced Skill Up Initiative Batch 5 just yesterday. So now, before batch 6 starts in June, I'll use this period to go through a lot of trainings for myself to become better. That is why I'm not at the same level you people, because I keep improving myself. So what do you invest in yourself? How can you grow if you are not growing intellectually? You keep using outdated knowledge. Keep using outdated knowledge. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, now, okay, Nelson said only family members. It's true. I see spoken word artists, and I watch their videos. I'm just, honestly, it just makes me sad. It just makes me sad because I know if they know better, they will do better. If you're good, people would not ignore your videos. If you're good, people will not ignore your videos. Just keep getting better. Keep getting better. My family members, do they even have time to watch my videos? They might not really be so inclined in, they might not be so interested in spoken word. I get more of public feedback. So you want to be so good that you're not just the light of your family anymore. You're not just the light of Lagos or Port Harcourt. You're the light of the world. There is so much out there. So much you can influence out there. All right. Now let me point out something very important in this story. Now, if you listen to my story from the beginning, I talked about how it all started from when I was in primary school, my primary school journey. Now, if you realize something, I started early. I believe that there is so much you can achieve if you start early. See, if you're a young person today, there is no better time to start than now. There is no better time to start chasing your dreams than now. Because I started when I was in primary school and then continued when I was in secondary school, I made a lot of my mistakes during those periods. And then I kept getting better, I kept getting better, I kept learning from my mistakes. And then today you are seeing a refined work, even though I'm still going to get better. But my current state is worthy of celebration. Is worthy of celebration. You celebrate who I am today, but you don't know the story behind it. You don't know what I've been through. I've failed in the past. Listen to me. If you want to have a future to celebrate, be willing to fail today. If you want to have a future to celebrate, be willing to fail today. Understand that your first attempt, you might not get it right. You might not get it right at your first attempt, but you will get better. If you don't fail today, you will still fail tomorrow. See, you're just postponing the time you will fail. Did you hear me? You are just postponing the time you will fail. Just pushing it forward. Okay, let me fail tomorrow. Let me fail next tomorrow. You are procrastinating the failure that should have happened today so that you celebrate tomorrow. Think about it. You are postponing the failure that should have happened today so that you will celebrate tomorrow. So by the time you should have been celebrating tomorrow, you're just failing tomorrow because you did not fail today. Fail today to celebrate tomorrow. Learn from your mistakes today so you can celebrate tomorrow. If you're in your 20s, now is a perfect time to celebrate. Yeah, it's a very perfect time to celebrate. If you had failed earlier, you'll be celebrating now. But now that you're just starting, be willing to fail now. Be willing to do things afraid. Conquer new territories. Conquer new territories. See, I'm very passionate about this. There is so much you can achieve if you take away that fear of failure. My coach Brenda will tell you. I'm trying to find the right word she would say. She says, everything you want lies at the other side of fear. That's not the exact words, but very similar. I'm just paraphrasing now. Everything you want is at the other side of fear. Everything you want is at the other side of fear. Every single thing you want is at the other side of fear. Every single thing you want is at the other side of fear. That impact you want to make is at the other side of fear. That money you want to make is at the other side of fear. That influence you want to build is at the other side of fear. So are you willing to do it afraid? When I wrote my first book, I was scared. Will anybody want to read this book? People read it. When I made my first video, I was scared. People want to watch this video. People watched it. When I made my first spoken word video, I was scared. People want to watch this video. People watched it. When I organized my first training, I was scared. People want to attend my training. People attended my training, and now I've trained over 10,000 people. Come on. Everything you want is at the other side of fear. Every single thing you want, just list them out. They are at the other side of fear. Be willing to do anything afraid. That's the only way. If you're waiting to be confident, you will wait too long. If you're waiting to be confident, you will wait too long. And then who knows when that would come, in your 50s, when you should be celebrating your wins. That's when you're just trying out. Come on. Come on. Come on. We are a generation of people that are achieving things early. Today is my birthday, and I really would have loved to talk about my age. Maybe I should. Okay, let me just tell you. I'm 22. I'm freaking 22. And yet, I'm a multi-award winning author of over 7 books and a fashion magazine. I'm an international public speaker, a millionaire. See, that one is in Naira right now. Soon it's going to be in dollars. So everything you want is at the other side of fear. I don't know what it is you want to get. Understand that that fear has to get out of your head. Do that thing afraid. People will mock you. If I tell you things I've heard in this time about myself, you will be shocked. Because I'm like, is it really me they're saying these things about? Did I really do these things they're talking about? Maybe I did them when I was asleep. And then I don't remember them. You will hear things about yourself that will make you shocked. But be willing to do them anyhow, anyway, because you know your goals. As far as you're not doing anything wrong, pursue your dreams. We are in the current generation of people that do things early. We pursue our dreams early. We don't care what people say about us. We pursue our dreams early. We do things afraid. and then we conquer them. Please type that out. We do things afraid and then we conquer them. So that's the kind of vibes I want you to roll with from now on. We do things afraid and then we what? We conquer them. We do things afraid and then we conquer them. We smash them. See, we smash them. We make people wonder, are these people really this age? Because they see our results and then they shock them. They are shocked. That's our generation. We don't wait to be confident. We do things afraid and then we conquer them. If you are waiting to be confident, you will do things late. If you're waiting to be confident, you will do things late. Me showing up here live now, do you think I was really confident doing this? I wasn't. I have a couple of reasons why I should not be here right now. But I'm here. I am here. I am here doing it anyway. Doing it anyway. I'm about to share something very important. A part of my story that is very important. So if you have friends that are not here with us, we've gone over 1 hour 21 minutes. Share this video with them. Tell them to join us right now. Like I told you, I do not guarantee that this video will be left after this session ends. They have to join us live. So let your friends know that we are still live and I'm about to share something that might just be what will change their lives. About to share something that might just be what will change their life. What I'm about to share right now might just be that thing they've been looking for. Might just be the answer to that question they've been asking themselves. I do not guarantee there will be a replay. Please tell your friends to join now. Share the link with them. Facebook, tell them you're live with me. They should join me. WhatsApp, they should join me right now. Please tell them to join right now. I do not guarantee there will be a replay. Okay, so while I'm waiting for them, let me just talk about one other thing, another part of my story. Okay, while I'm waiting for them, let me just talk about another part of my story. I've shared this before, but that was in a closed Facebook group. And I talked about how I won the ASUMAX Origin Challenge. I'm not sure. I do not guarantee that replay. I do not guarantee that replay because this is like a birthday gift from me to you all. This is like a birthday gift. And I don't know. I don't guarantee it. So just let them join us live. I don't guarantee it. But I might consider, because today is my birthday, I should be a good person, right? I should be good today. I should listen to you. Let's just see how it goes. But I do not guarantee it, like I've told you. I do not guarantee that the replay will be left up. Now, how did I win the ASUMAX Oratory Challenge? Talking about one of the lessons I've learned. This is not the main thing I want to share, okay? You just wait for those that share the link. So let me talk about something that helped me. In year one, when I was in year one in university, studying mass communication, we had this oratory challenge that was organized. We had a challenge that was organized, a public speaking competition, a writing and public speaking competition. So I bought the form to participate in it, and I showed up on the day of the event, and I did total nonsense. That was my first time participating in a speech competition. In secondary school, what I used to do was debate competitions. I never did speech competitions. I never ever did that. I only did public speaking. I only did debate competitions. So participating in a public speaking competition was different for me. It was different, and I did not know what to look out for. So I did nonsense. By the time the result was announced, I did not come first. No way. I did not come second. I did not come third. I had no position at all. But then something happened. We had the next edition the following year, and then I still participated. I still bought the form, but I wasn't showing up as the Chioma of last year, of the previous year. I showed up with added knowledge because I learned from the winner of the first edition. I learned from what he did. Okay, what made him stand out? Why did he win? What was special about his own presentation? Why did everybody clap for him? What made me remember his speech? And then by the time I was performing, I won with a wide margin. I didn't come third, I didn't come second. I came first. Just a year later. Just a year later. And then from not scoring anything at all, I was coming first. So now this lesson from this one is that when you make mistakes, do not beat yourself up over it. Do not beat yourself up over it. Ask yourself why you did not win. Ask yourself why things did not turn out as you wanted. And then look at those who have the results that you are looking for and then learn from them. Replicate what they did. Simple. Replicate what they did. Sometimes I realize that the answers to questions people ask, the answer to questions people ask, they are very, very simple, but we don't just pay attention. Very, very simple. I was not the only person who participated twice, but yet I was the one that came first because I was attentive enough to notice what the winner of the previous year did. See, life is really simple. Life is not hard. Life is not hard. Life is not hard. People make life hard. Life itself is not hard. We just make it hard for ourselves. I learned from my mistakes, learned from the person that won, and they came back with a bang. See, so you're bragging right. Oh, I'm a past winner of the ASOMAX Oratory Challenge. No, ASOMAX is Association of Mass Communication Students. So among all mass comm students in UNIZIC, I came first. You know who mass comm students are? We are orators. So being the first among all mass comm students, it's not a small deal, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So the bragging right. This is me bragging about it again. So what do you have to brag about? Learn from your mistakes, become better. Good question. Ask yourself questions. When you ask yourself questions, you will get answers. Ask yourself questions and then you will get answers. Ask yourself questions, you will get answers. Very, very important. Very, very important. So how do you build influence? How do you become a millionaire? Pressing your phone. Post about your track record. Volunteer at the beginning. Build a name for yourself. Focus on getting real milestones, not just being busy doing nothing. Learn from your mistakes. Start early. Learn from those who have the results you are looking for. Become good at what you do. Attend trainings as a writer. Attend trainings. Do not say you are a born writer. Hey, what got you this far might not take you that far. As a public speaker, don't say, when I speak, people listen to me. There is more to public speaking than just having people's attention. There is more to being a public speaker. If you want to be a TEDx speaker, there is something else required from you. If you want to be an international speaker, there is something else required from you. Don't say I'm a spoken word artist. I know about poetry. I know how to speak in front of a camera. I know this, I know that. There is something more demanded from you. So learn from those who look like who you want to become. Okay. People asking for the replay. Okay. I would leave the replay, but not for a long time. The replay should be available today. Okay. I will just leave the replay on my channel today, but by tomorrow, I can guarantee that will still be up. Okay, I will leave the replay today. I'll leave the replay today. This 8:25. I'm trying to wrap up before 9 p.m. I don't want to be here by 9 p.m. So before I talk about the last thing, the last phase of my journey, like I told you, I'm summarizing my story. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know if you have questions. Questions you want me to answer. Do you have questions for me? Do you have questions for me? Any question? Are there questions for me? I will take questions for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes and then drop the bomb and then tell you my birthday gift. There's a birthday gift for everyone who's watching live. Only for you guys. Only for you guys. Every other person won't get this special gift. It's just for you guys. Only for you guys. All right. So let me know. Let me see your questions. If you have questions, just tell me. Just comment the question. Just make a comment with the question. Okay. Make a comment asking your. Just make a comment asking your question. How can I build up my skill as a public speaker? How can you build up a skill as a public speaker? I'll tell you practice. I'll tell you watch a lot of videos. I'll tell you get professional feedback. And then I'll tell you attend trainings. To become a better public speaker, it is by practice. Public speaking is one skill you cannot get better at just by reading books. You have to be willing to what? To practice. Be willing to practice and don't just practice because you might keep practicing rubbish. So you need to get what? Professional feedback. You need to have someone higher up critique your videos, tell you this is what you're not doing right, so you can go back and become better in that area. And then watch a whole lot of YouTube videos. Personally, I've watched almost all the videos of the world champion of public speaking. There's a competition that is organized worldwide called the World Champion of Public Speaking. It's organized by Toastmasters. Just Google, just type it on YouTube. World Champion of Public Speaking. You will see a whole lot of their videos. Go and watch it. Binge on them. You will learn a whole lot from watching those videos. And then attend a training. I organized Advanced Skill Up Initiative. It's a 1 month training on creative writing, public speaking, and spoken word. And it is very intensive. The next batch is in June. People are already registering. The first 100 get to pay 7K, early bird 10K, regular fee 30K. So after this thing, you can just check me out on Facebook, Chioma Nnanna, and then ask your questions there on how to register. You just see it on my profile. So let me go to the next question. Okay, Favor from Nasarawa, welcome. Okay, I believe you've been watching. You're just introducing yourself right now, right? Babalola said, a question. One challenge I've faced is everyone is always talking about a niche. Should I have a niche as a public speaker? Should I have a niche as a public speaker? This question about niches has been around for a whole while. What I will tell you is that as a public speaker, you might not really need this at the beginning. Okay, you might not really need this at the beginning. Just talk about whatever you're passionate about. Talk about whatever you're passionate about. Talk about what you can speak comfortably on. Do not box yourself. Do not box yourself. If you're gonna have a niche, it's gonna come with time. With time, people will associate you with something, and then you can begin to focus your message on that thing. But at the beginning, do not box yourself. Explore different areas, explore different topics, so you find what your rhythm is. So you find what you can speak for hours on. So you find a topic you can create content on for a long period of time. When I started out as a public speaker, I was speaking on different things. Anything that came to my mind, I would speak about it. But majorly, I talk more about motivation because that's what I have passion for. I love motivating people. I love inspiring young people. I love sharing my story with people. I love seeing young people doing amazing things. So First of all, at the beginning, I don't really think a niche is important. Okay, just don't box yourself up. Don't box yourself up. Speak on anything you're passionate about till you find your rhythm. Can you be a spoken word artist without knowing how to write? Thank you so much more. You know what spoken word is? It is performed poetry. If you can't write poetry, I don't really know what you mean by without knowing how to write. If you mean poetry involves writing, you must know how to piece your words together. It's important. It's an important skill. I don't know how you maybe you want to just voice out your lyrics. No, you have to know how to write as a spoken word artist. You have to. You have to know how to write. Okay? You might not really know how to write fictional stories. No, writing is way, way broader than that. But you must know how to write poetry. Okay? And poetry is different. Don't think that when I say poetry, you must know how to write. Obi is a boy, therefore he needs a koi. But that is not a toy. All those kind of rhyme, blah, 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 blah. You don't really need that. But you must know what poetry involves. Okay? As a spoken word artist, because you need to write your lyrics down. You need to have your lyrics. And how will you write your lyrics if you don't have good writing skills? Very important. Go and get trained. How do you fight depression on social media? Now, this is something I want to talk about later. But let me tell you, there was a time I organized a training some years ago, and people did not sign up. That was in my early days. So I was frustrated. I was like, what's wrong? Why is nobody registering? I was frustrated. I was crying. But you know what I did? I went to one of my coach. God bless Mrs. Brenda. I went to her DM to cry my eyes out. And I sent a voice note because there was no way I was going to type to express how I felt. I could only just use a voice note. And then I cried to her, Ma, what's happening? I don't know what I'm frustrated. I've prepared for this. Last one was a banger. People loved it. So why is nobody interested now? And then she consoled me. She encouraged me. So I'll tell you, have people you can fall back on. Have people you can share your low moments with, people that would push you to go back up. You must have that in your circle. Social media might not be friendly to you at all times. There are times you will see nasty messages. There are times you will feel envy. Yeah, there are times you feel that. And it could lead to depression when you feel like you're not doing anything. So you need people that would make you wake up, that would make you realize that you're doing well. You can do better, yes, but it's not enough reason to fall into depression. If you're depressed, it reduces your productivity, it makes you less productive. It doesn't help you. That time you use wallowing in self-pity, you could have used it to do something more productive. Okay, we all feel, let me not say we all, let me say we felt that way before, but we dealt it because we had what, a circle that cares for us. Do you have friends that you can share your troubles with? Do you have people that can encourage you? Do you have people that you can go and cry and they would hear you out, understand you, feel empathy for you, and then they push you to go on? Okay, that's how I deal with mine. I have friends in my circles that I can always tell, I don't feel like I'm doing well. Chioma, you're doing well. You're doing really well. And then they encourage me. It boosts my confidence to go back up there. We all have our low moments. So when I have my low moments, I have my friends, I have my family. Can you recommend a book editing course? A book editing course. I think the one I know is a course by the Third Eye Girl. That is, I'm trying to remember the name. I don't want to mispronounce somebody's name. Jesus. Just check on Facebook, the Third Eye Girl. I'm sure that if anybody knows her name, please just type it for me, please. That's the wife of Pretty Doctor Africa. So I can't really pronounce their name. It's a Yoruba name, I think. So I can't really pronounce it. If I pronounce it, I'll just destroy the name. I'll destroy the name. So let me just keep pronouncing it. Third eye girl. She has an editing course. Okay, let me just take one more question and I'm done. How did you manage schoolwork and build influence online, especially when you are bent on graduating with good grades? Beautiful question. I get this one a whole lot. I've been thinking about making a post on it because it's quite lengthy. It's not something I can just discuss in 2 minutes. What I would summarize, what I would say in summary to answer this question, because I'll still make a proper post on this on Facebook, okay, is prioritizing my time. Prioritizing my time and understanding myself. Understanding myself. So I knew when it was time to do my assignments. I knew when it was time to focus on my project work. I knew when it was time to read for my exams. And I knew when it was time to make my post on Facebook. So by the time you prioritize your time, it makes all these things way much easier for you. And then understanding yourself. I understand that I could take my book and then on the morning of my exam, I'm just reading for the first time. And yet I would have an A. God bless me with a good brain. Thank you. Thank God. So I could read on the morning of my exam and still have A. Not whatever A, not even 71 A. Good A. So I understood myself and it worked for me. Don't do that. Don't do it. So my friends, when they need to read for exam, they have to read weeks ahead. So you understand yourself, know what works for you. I don't like reading during the daytime. I used to read during the daytime in year one, but around 300 level, 400 level, I understood that during the daytime, I'm very tired. I've worked all day, so I need to rest when I come back from school. I can't start reading. I'll just be wasting my time. So I read at night. I understood myself. At night, I'm not posting at night. Now, what am I posting on Facebook at night? Who's reading it? My village people or ghosts and spirits. So at that time, I read. And I understood that I cannot read for 6 hours straight. My kind of person, if I read for maybe 30 minutes, I need to go and play music small or watch part of a movie or chill something. I can't just sit down for 6 hours straight. It will not enter my head. So if I read maybe 3 pages, I'll stand up and go and play or disturb somebody in my room, then come back to my books again. So I understood what works for me. So it helped me to excel in school and then do what I have to do online. That was how I managed it. I understood myself. So know what works for you. Know what works for you. If you understand, know if you are the kind of person that needs to read way ahead of exams, or if you need to read close to your exam period. Know when to do your assignments. Know what is priority. Prioritize your activities. Prioritize them. Prioritize them. And then make friends that take school seriously. One thing that helped me very well, I had very serious friends because at the point in time, because of the money I was making online, I was getting distracted. But then my friends were these very serious people. They are very, very serious when it comes to academics. So by the time I see them reading, I will be like, are we not both in the same department? Am I the only one that is not a mass comm student? So it would push me to read my books too. So make friends with very serious people. Make friends with those that know why they are in school. Don't make friends with those that are always telling you school is scam. It will affect you. Sooner or later, you begin to believe that school is truly scam. But my friends were the ones that want to make first class. So seeing their energy, it would also push me. So I had my own goals, first class too. Everybody wants to make first class. We're all pushing for that. So seeing them reading their books to push me to read my books too, even though I was getting distracted at a point in time. And understand this, prepare for it. Prepare for it that internet money will distract you. You might think you have all the whole force in your mind. You have blocked your mind that school is not scam. At a point, it might actually begin to get to you that truly you've seen graduates that are looking for jobs. So why is school not a scam? But so prepare ahead of time to block your mind to those kind of feelings. Prepare that they will come, but then it's up to you to determine how you whether they would whether they would influence you. And then look for those that would encourage you to study in school. Like John Obidi, that the JO would always tell you come up with a first class. So whenever my head wants to start misbehaving, I will go to his Facebook post, begin to see how he talks about education, and then they would push me back. They would push me to go and read my book again. So find what works for you. Find encouragement. Find those that believe the same thing you believe. Cut off those school and scam friends. Cut them off. What do I do when I'm afraid, when I'm confused because there's a whole lot to do? I just make a list of priority. I prioritize what I need to focus on. Regarding personal development, what's my daily schedule like? Crazy. It's crazy. My daily schedule is crazy. My daily personal development. Okay. I attend training sometimes. I read books sometimes. I try to read every day. That's one thing that helps me. I try to read every single day. I try to read every day. I must learn something new every day. Okay. And in a week, I try to watch videos too. But that reading part, I must do it every day. There is no day. If I don't read in a day, something really happened. That means something happened. Or I was extremely busy. But I try to read every day. If I eat, then I most likely have read that day. So that's why I get better. All right, there's a whole lot of there's a whole lot of questions here. There's a whole lot of questions here. There's a whole lot of questions here. And I'm really looking at our time and how to conclude them. So what do I go first? Thank you, Mercy. I love you too. Love you too. Understand what works for you. Yeah, a clap for Daddy J. Yeah, very well earned. By the way, if you're not following Jonobidi on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever social media handle is on, go and follow Daddy J. Go and follow Daddy J. Go and follow Daddy J. Follow him. Go and follow him. It would help you a whole lot. It would help you a whole lot. So now, before I talk about the last thing, I've been holding on to this particular point because I want it to sink in. That will be the last thing I'll talk about today. Let me tell you what my birthday gift to you is. Who can guess? Who can guess what my birthday gift is? Who can guess what my birthday gift is? What do you think I want to gift to you? What do you think I want to gift you tonight? Who can guess what my birthday gift is? Someone said a book. Hey, and that person said a book. It's the only book I can give you. The problem of being an author. Everybody thinks I want to give you a book. You all think I want to give you a book. He said no idea. A book. Hey. Alright, alright. It's not a book. Oh. It's not a book. It's not a book. Joy said advanced skill up initiative payment slash. Joy, do you have monitoring spirits? Joy, do you have monitoring spirits? Elsie said an ebook. Joy, it was supposed to be this. You actually got it right, but I'm offended that you got it right. No, how can you guess my gift? So I'm going to change it to something else. I'm going to change it to something else. But now the problem is I don't know what to give to you again. So I should just give you the payment slash, right? I should just give you the payment slash. So like I told you before, advanced skill up initiative is 7,000 naira for the first 100 people, and then it is 10,000 naira early bird, and then 30,000 naira for the regular fee. But just for today, for only those watching it, for only those watching this video, the payment is going to be 5k. See, by tomorrow, don't bother sending me that 5,000 naira. I will not accept it. Your money has gone. I'll see your money as birthday gift. I will not add it to the group chat. So just for today, you can pay 5,000 naira. I will add my account details to the description of this video by the time I end this video. I will just add it to the description so you can just pay in and then send me a message on WhatsApp with your proof of payment immediately. Just for tonight. Please do not tell your friends about it. It is for only those who catch this video live. Do not tell your friends about it. It is for only those who watch this video live. Okay? Only those who watch this video live. So you can pay 5K for advanced skill up initiative. Only for those watching live. And then the second gift is what she just mentioned. No, it is not a free copy of book sales strategies. This book is actually 10,000 naira. People have been paying for it. Okay, but for today, you can get this book for just 5,000 naira, just 5K. So if you're paying for Advanced Skill Up Initiative, you're paying for this book, you're paying 10K in total instead of paying 10K for the book alone and then 7K for the first 100 for Advanced Skill Up. That is 17K. Just pay 10K, right? So 5K for the book, 5K for the training. Only tonight. See, all your year, I'm telling you now, it's only what? Tonight. If you miss it, please don't send me 5K tomorrow. I beg you. Beg you. I use the money and buy ice cream. Use the money to buy ice cream. I know I like ice cream. I use the money to buy ice cream and cake. Alright? One of those are paid already. If you paid already, you've missed the birthday gift though. So what you just do, you just pay for the book sales ebook and then you pay 5K instead of 10K. That's what you get. That's why there are two gifts. So you have two options. You want to pay for the Advanced Skill Up Initiative, or do you want to pay for the book? So you choose what you want to pay for. Choose the discounts that you like. I've tried. All right, tried. I would add. Okay, you asked for my WhatsApp number to send it to me. Your proof of payment, right? I would add my account details and the WhatsApp number to this video once I'm done. I'll add it to the description. All right. Yes, let them hold their ear very well. I will add it to this video. What number to message? I will add it to this video. Just once this video ends, come back to it after like 5 minutes so you can check the description. I'll have added it to it, the account details and all of that. All right. So now the last point I wanted to make: how I built influence and became a millionaire just pressing my phone. How I built influence and became a millionaire just pressing my phone. Mercer said, "My parents are proud of the kind of person I'm becoming. My mates in my secondary school see me as above them. The impacts I'm making in school, I can't believe, thanks to advanced skill." Oh, this is a former student of Advanced Skill Up Initiative, and she's sharing her testimony. I'm so happy for you, Mercy. I'm really, 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 really proud of you. You're doing amazing things. I really don't know how much that gladdens my heart. You should follow Mercy on Facebook. She's doing really beautiful things. I'm really, really proud of all my students. We just had the last batch, batch 5, graduate yesterday, and you should watch their videos and read their write-ups on Facebook. You should see their spoken word videos. Man, I dey train people, I beg. I get people, I get students. My students are doing well. I'm really, really proud of every one of them. Really, really proud. Beautiful people. Now, let me tell you one thing that helped me to build influence and make lots of money. And it is building meaningful relationships. I've talked about this a lot, but here is a special perspective. Everybody wants to know how to connect with a higher up. But what would make the higher up want to connect with you? There's a whole see, let me tell you, have this role model you look up to that you want to get the person's attention. Trust me, you're not the only person trying to get that person's attention. You are not the only person. You're sending that person a message. Trust me, the person already has like 50 other messages from people like you. So how do you make your message stand out? How do you build that relationship? How do you do that? Number one, making yourself attractive to work with. Write that down. Make yourself attractive. Excuse me. Make yourself attractive to work with. excuse me, make yourself attractive to work with. Make yourself attractive to work with. Sometimes when you send them friend requests or they see your comments in their post, they go through your profile to see if you're the kind of person they want to work with. So why should they work with you? Do you look like you have sense? Or all your Facebook news feed is filled with your Ledoche's matter? What do you post about? There's something that Johnny BD posted recently. He said, I'm going to paraphrase now. He said that social media is not everything, but it does tell you a lot about people. Social media is not everything, but it tells you a lot about people. I don't know you in real life, but I can form an opinion about you based on what you post. So, and there are people, like when you see influential people, they are very, very careful about who they relate with because now they have a higher scandal value. There's a way Jonabidi puts that. They have a higher scandal value. They don't want to get involved in troubles. So they are careful about the kind of people they allow into their space. So how do you get them to see you as somebody worth working with? How you portray yourself on social media. How you portray yourself on social media. A lot of people that I admire, that I got to work with, it's because they went through my profile, so that I have sense. I don't engage in just any discussion. Before you will see my opinion on something, but I've been worth it. It's not every trending topic I get involved in. If you want to work with higher ups, you must present yourself as someone that is worth working with. You must present yourself as someone worth working with. That is the only way. That is the only way. If you want to work with people, present yourself as someone worth working with. Build yourself so you can attract their attention. So that when you send them a message, you're not just going as one of the other people saying, help me, help me. You are providing them something that will be mutually benefiting. Okay? Do not go with a give me attitude. Go with a I'm here to give you something that would benefit both of us. That is how you present yourself as someone with sense. And let me tell you the power of leveraging on relationships. When you have relationship, what might have taken you 3 years to achieve, in 1 year you will achieve it. There are doors that somebody's name would open for you. I'm trying to find a very good way to do it. Some of you will say it is malpractice. It is not. There are doors that just a mention of somebody's name would open for you, that even your skills will take longer to break protocols. You would jump rules. So you need to know how to build mutually benefiting relationships. Okay, you need to know how to make yourself attractive to work with. That is one of my secrets. That is one of my secrets. Knowing how to attract the people I want to work with, knowing how to attract the attention of my role models. Look like someone that has sense. Okay, look like one of them. Model their lifestyle. They don't want scandals. They want to know that you are not just one of the please help me gang. That is how you build influence. There are people that once people see your picture with their picture, you've blown. When that flyer came out for the digital skills training organized by Head Start Africa, my picture was with Daddy J.O. and Edin Redewo. Do you know how many messages I got that day? I wasn't even talking about being a speaker. I was just doing my own publicity about the event. And then I was getting lots of DMs. I'm sure I got a whole lot of followers. I'm going to celebrate my number of followers this week, this Sunday or Monday. And it has grown. It got me a whole lot of people following me. It built my influence. When I went for Jimmy Sewe's event, what I was hearing was, You spoke at John Obidi's program. You spoke at John Obidi's program. Influence. His influence has rubbed off on me. So how do you attract people's attention? How do you make yourself attractive to work with? Be good at what you do, and then look like someone that has sense. In a world where common sense is scarce, ensure you have overdose of sense. Okay? In a world where common sense seems to be scarce, ensure that you have what? Overdose of sense. That is the secret. That is the secret. That is the secret. You want to build influence, you want to attract people's attention. This is what is going to help you. This is what is going to help you. If you want to make money online, these are what's going to help you. There's a hold on more. We have just 2 hours to discuss. So I try to summarize, I try to give my life story. Like I was telling you, if you notice that for almost everything I told you, I had a life story to relate it to. Because these are not just things I read in a book. These are things that have worked for me. Things that I went through, things that gave me the results I celebrate today. And that is why I can tell you boldly that they work. They work. I'm going through comments right now. Alright? So I'm about to end this video. Remember my birthday gifts to you. A slash price, 5K for advanced skill up initiative just for tonight. 5K for book sales strategies that work instead of 10K just for tonight. I will add the account details and my WhatsApp number to this video description once it ends tonight, and then we're back. All right. So if you missed out on the introductory part of this video will be up till 11:59 p.m. today. Then I'll take it down. All right. To be up till 11:59 p.m. today, then I will take it down. To not be up here for a long period of time. To not be up here for a long period of time. Not be up for a long period of time. For every young person watching this video, see, I'm a young person like you. I'm a young person like you. Do not let anybody tell you that your age is a limiting factor. I have friends who are young and doing amazing things. You are young, you can do amazing things. So age is not a disadvantage. If anything, it is an advantage. Because now you have the luxury of time. You have the time to fail. You have the time to come back and learn. Because now nobody is really expecting perfection from you. Because you're still seeing you as that young person. So you can't fail. And then nobody is going to hear about your failure because you're not really anybody yet now. You get? That's why I can still fail. I'm still willing to try new things because you say when the elephant, like the higher you go, when you fall, the louder the fall is going to sound. So right when I've not gotten up there I've not gotten to that high level. I'm willing to fall small now. Then for my mistakes and get up. Nobody really know. So it's when I've gotten to that level that before you try anything new, think twice about it. Now I can still try anything I want to try. I can still fail and then come back. Take advantage of this time because you will not be small forever. You will grow. You will blow. See, you will blow. This blow you are looking for, you will blow very soon. And then you will not have the luxury of making mistakes. You would have to be right the first time. But now that you have that luxury, make use of it. Fail and get up. If you're waiting to be confident, if you're waiting to be perfect before you start, you're going to start late. Do you get that? If you're waiting to be perfect before you start, you're going to start late. If you're waiting to know everything before you start, you're going to start late. If you're waiting to have everything intact before you start, you're going to start late. And the best time to start is what? Now. The best time to start is now. Over here, we do it afraid and we do it well. We do it afraid and then we get courageous. We do it afraid and then we shine our light like that. We do it afraid and then we keep doing it afraid till there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. We keep doing it afraid See, there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Now is the best time to start. All right? Now is the best time to start. This is 9:01. I have a birthday party to get to. Thank you all so much for watching my video. I'm sure tonight has been amazing for you. I'm sure you've learned a whole lot. And I'm really happy that I got to share this with you on my birthday. I'm really, really happy. This is a perfect way to start my new age, okay? A very perfect way. Just sharing values, what I love doing, right? It's what I love doing. So it's really, really great for me. It's really, really great for me. This is an over 2 hours video and you're still watching. Thank you all so much. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I got to do this. Thank God I didn't do it yesterday. I'm happy I did it today on my birthday. A very perfect way to start my new year. All right. So don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let them watch the video. Let them know how amazing today was. Do me a favor, please, on your Facebook profile. Talk about what you learned today. Talk about how the experience was. Talk about how these 2 hours was for you. And then tag me to the video. That's all I'm asking of you. Just talk about how your experience was today, what you learned from today, and then tag me to your video. All right? Tag me to your video. If you're not friends on Facebook yet, mention me in the comment section of that post so I can come and check it out and give you a shout out. All right? So thank you all so much for staying today. Love you all. Thank you for your birthday wishes. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Good night. Have a great day.